You got the wicked style. I like the way that you are. I am your biggest fan. Oh, hey, you got the wicked style. I like the way that you are. I am your biggest fan.
Hi, I'm Tanya Williams, Chief of Everything at Digital Conversations, and I'm here today with Stanley Hsu, who is the founder of MyCube Shop. MyCube Shop, if you haven't seen it already, is a unique retail concept which is giving access to a lot of smaller businesses and startups who would never have access to a typical retail space. Hi, Stanley.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being a part of the conversation. I love what you guys are doing here. I know the first time I saw it, I was very excited by the concept and what you're doing. Can you please tell me how long MyCube Shop has been around for, and just talk us through what the concept is?
Sure. Well, we have been around for about 5 years now, and how we started was I was originally a physiotherapist, and I've got a physiotherapy clinic at a shopping center, and I realized how difficult it is to do business in the shopping center. It costs about $250,000 to sort of fit out, and then by the time you sort of put your stuff in there and you employ people, it's about $500,000. So it's really expensive. So what I've learned from that experience is that I want to help people to start business much easier. So I've taken the food court concept. All the restaurants bring their best dishes in a tight space to market to people. And so that's why I created MyCube, and that's why I'm here.
So tell me a bit more about how someone can actually rent a space at MyCube and what sort of costs are involved.
Sure. Well, every store has a few hundred cubes, like 300 or 400 cubes.
Like the ones that behind us here?
That's right. Yep. And what we tell people is that from $5 a day, you can start doing business here. So this typically is $5. This is 1 cube, this is 2 cubes, so this would be about $10 a day. It goes up as high as $13 a day if it's at the front of a shop or better locations. It's real estate at the end of the day. It's like a micro shopping center.
So it's ideal for like startups, maybe people who go and do a lot of market stalls or don't want to have their own full retail shop but need some sort of retail presence and want to get in front of a new market, really, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look, I would say any entrepreneur who has a sort of smaller capitalization, who can't afford $250,000 or $500,000
Not
to start.
Not many people can.
So that's why we have a lot of customers.
Yeah.
So anyone who's an entrepreneur and doesn't have that much money, they're our customers.
Yeah.
And we also found, this is when we go out and poach people, we say to them, why pay newspaper advertisement? They cost more than we do. We can actually just start.
Yeah. So who's involved in charge of marketing the spaces? Is it the individual store owners? Do you guys do marketing? Like, how does that work?
Well, just like you're the chief of everything, I'm the chief of everything. So yes, I'm in charge of marketing and sales, that part. Did you ask about digital?
No, just in terms of just obviously it's in the store owner's benefit if they do a lot of their own promotion as well, right?
Yeah. So what we do is, of course, we try to go out and promote to the community about what we do and tell people how cool it is in terms of coming here to do business and also to shop as well. But
I know I've just been doing some little window shopping while I've been here, and there's some really cool stuff here.
Yeah, well, isn't that cool?
Right.
Mini Tanyas here.
Mini Tanyas. Some could say one's enough.
One's enough. So we also we run classes to teach people how to do marketing, and it's actually free. So we do free business coaching on the side for all of our tenants. So what we say to them is that if you go out and market yourself, and we have 300 other people market themselves in a little store, the marketing effort is just huge. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So what sort of digital marketing and digital tools have you been using to promote MyCube Shop?
Yeah, social media platforms, obviously, and a website, but mostly social media platforms.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a Facebook junkie. I can't get my thumb away from my phone. So I'm on Facebook all the time. But obviously we have Twitter account, Instagram, Pinterest. Lately we had a project on WeChat.
Yes.
I think WeChat's huge.
Yes.
And it's a market that I think if in Australia or anywhere close to Asia, I think
Yep.
WeChat is a very big platform.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, WeChat is a very big social media platform over in Asia. And there's a number of different platforms over there that are quite like Weibo and a few others that haven't really infiltrated the Australian market as such. But yeah, I think there's some really interesting alternatives for you guys, particularly in the markets that you have, because you've got a number of stores around Brisbane, haven't you?
Yes.
So can you share those locations with us as well?
Yeah, well, we're here at Garden City, Westfield Garden City at Mangrovette, and we've got one store in Sunnybank Plaza, and we have another store in Maya, and then we're setting up another store in the western suburbs soon.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what has been your biggest marketing challenges today then, Stanley?
Well, I guess with any innovative business, the biggest marketing challenge is that you got to explain people what you do. And it still takes 2 sentences to tell people what we do, because if you tell people that I'm Boost Juice, people already know what it is, right? So you don't need to explain it.
Yeah.
But with MyCube, you got to explain to people a little bit. So I think that's simplifying our message is our biggest challenge. But once people in the physical space, it just tells the stories itself.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a challenge that a lot of other business owners face as well. It's really communicating their idea clearly so they have an understanding of exactly what it is.
Yeah, precisely right. Yeah.
So what's next for MyCube? Like, is there? You mentioned that you've got one new store opening. Like, where do you want to take the brand? What are the new things where do you see the brand in a few years' time?
Yeah, well, I'm an overly ambitious person. Some people.
No.
I'm an overly ambitious person. Look, we're very small now, but I've got big dreams. And look, essentially, any place, any community or any country that has a problem with providing people a affordable bricks and mortar retail platform. That's where we want to go.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it seems like entire Australia is like this, New Zealand is like this, and if we look further into European countries and United States, these Western first world countries, you'll find that there's a general consolidation of retail shopping centers that it's just becoming a bit too expensive. So that's where we want to go.
Yeah.
And we'll see, won't we?
What will that model look like? Will that be a franchise model, or will you guys just roll out company stores in lots of different locations?
Yeah, I think it will be a hybrid.
Yeah.
It will be a hybrid because franchising. I've done quite a bit of research into that, and I actually studied a course in that as well. Franchising fits perfectly in some industries. I think for us it's a little bit complicated, so we have to do a hybrid. So I have to take the lead.
Yeah.
Chief of everything.
It's good to be in charge of everything, right?
That's nice for us. People like to be in control.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having a digital conversation with us this morning. I love what you guys are doing with the concept, and look forward to seeing how it evolves and how it expands in the next few years.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Stanley.